Trayvon James has finally been served in the Bitconnect lawsuit. So today we're going to be talking all about the Bitconnect lawsuit and the Bitconnect shills. Where are they now? So stay tuned. So this seems to be one of my most well-requested videos. It seems to be in almost every video I get a comment about someone asking me when I'm going to do a Bitconnect lawsuit update. So today that's what we're doing. We're going to go over the Bitconnect lawsuit, where the Bitconnect shills are, what they're doing. And yes, I realize that Doug Polk did a video on this, but that video is now a few months old. There's been a lot of developments since then, so we're going to actually do this video now. Now, first up, let's talk about the Bitconnect lawsuit. Here in the US, there are 4 lawsuits against Bitconnect. 2 of them, I believe, name the Bitconnect promoters as well. That's Craig Grant, Trevon James, Crypto Nick, and Ryan Hildreth. There may be other lawsuits outside of the US. I just know of the 4 that are here in the US, and the 2 that name the promoters as well. Now, for the 2 that name the promoters, I actually contacted both of those law firms by email. I actually heard back from one of them, and I'll actually go ahead and put the email up on the screen. And you can see in the email, it's very short. They basically just don't give me any information on the lawsuit. And a lot of people may think, you know, this is something that's bad, but in my opinion, this is a good sign. If they weren't pursuing the lawsuit at all, they just decided not to pursue this, they wouldn't say, you know, we're not going to give any information on this. But the fact that they're not telling everything, that's very typical lawyer speak. They don't want to share with the general public all the details around the lawsuit. The lawsuit is still happening. Lawsuits take a very long time. They want to get all the information so they can, you know, potentially win the case. For those of you who don't know, there's Mt. Gox that was hacked, you know, many years ago, and there's still lawsuits against that all these years later. So lawsuits take a very long time. I do believe that all of these lawsuits are still going forward, but they're not really sharing any information with the public. Now, we do have information on Trayvon being served. That will be a little later in the video, but first off, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other Bitconnect shills and where they are now. First up, let's briefly talk about Crypto Nick. Again, nobody knows where that kid went. He just completely disappeared. There are rumors that he is going to possibly testify in some of these lawsuits against the other Bitconnect promoters. That's definitely possible. But again, he's not on the internet at all, so we don't really know what happened to that kid. He's kind of MIA. The other 3 big promoters, Ryan Hildreth, Craig Grant, Trayvon James, they all stuck around, so let's go ahead and cover them today. First up, we have Ryan Hildreth. Ryan Hildreth's channel pretty much blew up because he started promoting Bitconnect every day, and he was giving money away that he made from Bitconnect, so more and more people would comment on his channel to win the free money, and it kind of grew like crazy. It went from, you know, like 20,000 subscribers all the way up to about 120,000 subscribers in just a few months. You know, since Bitconnect has died, his channel has pretty much died along with it. He loses subscribers and followers every day. And since then, he doesn't talk about cryptocurrency at all. And now he's trying to promote himself as sort of a social media guru, which seems kind of odd to me since his channel is losing viewers every day. You can go ahead to Social Blade over here. This is a site that tells you how a YouTube channel is doing. This is his channel right here, and you can see he is losing subscribers every single day, and he generally almost every single day gets less than 1,000 views. So, you know, it's not going to be long before he has less than 100,000 subscribers, so I don't really know why he's portraying himself as a social media expert, but this guy's, you know, he's a basic shill, and that's how he needs to make his money, by promoting stuff like this. He's now trying to sell a course, which I believe is about $350, on how to be a social media expert just like him, so you can lose, you know, 50 to 100 subscribers every single day. So if you want to take a look at that, you can. He is, again, in the lawsuit. He is potentially going to be sued like the other guys. From there, let's go to the 2 big ones, and that, of course, is Craig Grant and Trayvon James. First up, we have Craig Grant. This is his channel over here. After Bitconnect went down, I posted a lot of videos. He seemed like he was very upset. He seemed to realize that he could potentially be going to jail.
I can't help but think that I'm facing jail time.
But since then, he's just gone back to his old ways and started promoting a bunch of Ponzi schemes. Both him and Trayvon started promoting proof of weak hands. That was a big scam that came out. They both posted a bunch of videos about that. I have a video that I did earlier on that. You can take a look at that. But that was, you know, a big Ponzi scheme. People were saying it wasn't. People involved in it were saying it wasn't a Ponzi scheme because it was on a smart contract, and somehow that makes it not a Ponzi scheme. It was still a Ponzi scheme. If you go to their website now, there's very little money in the contract. That scheme is now dead, and Craig Grant has gone on to his next scam. He's now now promoting, and Craig Grant says that he didn't start this project, but he is now promoting a new scam called Proof of Craig Grant. Yes, there is a scam with his name on it that he is now promoting. Again, Craig Grant says he didn't create this. He said that someone else created it and they contacted him and he's just being a part of it. I don't know why anyone would get involved in a Proof of Craig Grant scam. You can actually scroll down on this page right here, and it actually says that a portion of all tokens are actually given to Craig Grant. So if you're participating in something like this, you're just making Craig Grant richer. You know, he's a known scam. I really don't understand why anyone would get involved in a scam with his name on it. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that is what Craig Grant is up to. He's promoting all these scams. He does occasionally do live streams, and I have tried to contact him in the live stream. He has since banned me because, you know, obviously he doesn't like me very much, but he has talked in the past about how he is a bit worried that the federal government could potentially be coming for him very soon. He doesn't really tell people where he is. Trayvon James does tell people, but Craig Grant is potentially, a lot of people think that he's outside the country, and that's why why he hasn't been served yet. But from there, let's go to the big guy, and that is Trayvon James. Everybody knows Trayvon James. If you come over here to his main channel, you can see that there hasn't been any videos promoted, any videos posted in the past 2 months. The last one was the end right here. He actually did make some videos after this promoting Proof of Weak Hands, but when that scam went down, he erased all those videos as well. He hasn't posted anything since then, so a lot of people think that he is now gone from YouTube, but that's not the case at all. He actually started a second YouTube channel called Not Trayvon James. This is his second page. He's posting regularly on this. He posted a video earlier today on this channel, actually. I will have a link to this channel if you want to take a look and say something nice or say something really mean to him because he is a scammer. You can go ahead and check out his new channel, Not Trayvon James. And on this channel, he has been promoting, guess what? I know it's hard to believe, but he is promoting another Ponzi scheme, and this Ponzi scheme is Proof of Trayvon James. Yes, there is a Ponzi scheme with his name and his face on it, just like Craig Grant. I actually believe that I don't think that Craig Grant and Trayvon James were smart enough to make these smart contracts, but I do believe that they are working together with whoever is making these scam coins with their name on it. Again, with Proof of Trayvon James, if you do invest in this, you are just giving money to Trayvon James, so I don't know why anyone would be doing that as well. But from there, let's go to the top story that I mentioned at the start of the video, and that is Trayvon James has been served. Now, for those of you who don't know what that means, when someone gets served, it means they have to appear in court. They'll have people who go out and give these papers to these people, and once they hand it to them, they have to show up in court. They have to. It's the law. But this is actually, I'll actually bring this up. This is the article, this is the page saying that Trayvon James was actually served. So, you know, for those of you who don't know, his real name, last name is Brown, so Trevon Brown. He was served, and what it says right here, someone served him, and it says, the subject refused to give his name, but the female with him called him Trey. I took his photo and placed documents on table of the porch. So apparently that was good enough for the courts. He actually didn't hand the serving papers directly to Trayvon because Trayvon was not cooperative and he wouldn't tell him who he was. But his partner named him as Trey. The server guy took a picture of him and he left the papers with him. So that was good enough. He now has to appear in court, and he is the first member of the Bitconnect shill group that is now going to be held responsible. He actually did, I mentioned briefly in a past video, he had an SEC meeting, and that was him just meeting with the SEC. He was not in court at that time, but this is him actually being sued and going to court for the Bitconnect lawsuit. As I mentioned, the Bitconnect lawsuit is going to take, well, all four of them, is going to take a large amount of time. Lawsuits they go slow, intentionally slow, so that the lawyers on both sides can find and gather all the information so they can potentially win the case, whatever side the lawyers are on. But there you go. That is the follow-up information on where the Bitconnect shills are today and where the lawsuit is as well. Again, the lawsuit is just going to take time. If I do find any new information, like if I see Craig Grant being served or anyone else, I will bring this information to you, but it's just something that's going to take a long time. And I know a lot of people are still very upset with these people. When Craig Grant or Trayvon James, when they promote their Ponzi schemes, their proof of Trayvon James or proof of Craig Grant, I would recommend that everyone, go to those videos and actually report those videos to YouTube, because the more people that report those videos, the greater chance that YouTube will take a look at them, realize they are promoting Ponzi schemes, and potentially shut those channels down. It's really sad that these people are still on YouTube promoting these Ponzi schemes. They seem to go from one to the next one. This seems to be all they know how to do, so they just keep doing it over and over and over. Hopefully, potentially very soon, they will have their day in court and get sentenced for, all these Ponzi schemes they are promoting. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you have any comments about this, go ahead and leave them below. And again, I will bring any new information on this as soon as I find it. Thanks, everyone, and try and have a great day.